In the last 2 decades, the vulture population has declined drastically. Vultures survive mainly by feeding on dead animal carcasses. Diclofenac is a drug used as a painkiller to treat sick domestic animals. However, the same drug has proved fatal to vultures. If the dead animal is treated with this drug 72 hours before its death, then the residues of this drug remain in its body. When the vultures feed on the animal, the drug damages their kidneys and they die. Unfortunately, more than 90% of the vultures had perished before this could be discovered and proven scientifically. In addition, under the Sant Gadgebaba Gram Swachhta Abhiyan, the village cleanliness drive, the traditional practice of disposing dead animals in open grounds outside villages was completely prohibited. Due to this ban, the luckless vultures had to face starvation. Sahyadri Nisarg Mitra volunteers located few nesting sites of the white-backed vultures. Interestingly, they found that 90% of the nests were built on tall coconut trees. There was yet another new problem here. It was observed that the excreta of vultures is extremely acidic in nature and trees on which vultures nest bear less fruit. As a result, the vultures were unwelcome and forced away from the vicinity of the village by the local people. Therefore, Sahyadri Nisarg Mitra volunteers had to identify vulture nesting sites and also eradicate myths about the bird and persuade the locals to protect them. This was a very difficult task. Vulture nesting sites around human settlements were identified. The vultures in Anjarle in Dapoli Taluka were observed and information about them was recorded. The study done with CCTV cameras brought out extremely startling and unexpected facts. The volunteers noted that the vulture pair was seen on trees and also in nests, but the nests were empty. It is a proven and previously recorded fact that when food is scarce, most birds do not lay eggs. Here, the behavior of false incubation was seen, which means even if there were no eggs or chicks in the nest, the birds were behaving as if they were. This was an exceedingly grim and disturbing situation. This is how the challenging task of making food available for the starving vultures started. Subsequently, the volunteers started meeting with locals in the neighboring villages and asked the villagers to hand over dead animals for feeding the vultures. After confirming that the animals were diclofenac free, their carcasses were collected and taken to a protected open site located far away from the villages. This place became a restaurant for the vultures. Sahyadri Nisarg Mitra did this experiment of providing food to the vultures continuously for many months, and the outcome was excellent. In 2005-2006, only 12 eggs were found in 34 nests, but after making food available in 2007-2008, 12 eggs were found in just 22 nests. The percentage of false incubation also reduced from 45% to 14%. But due to certain problems like non-cooperation from local people and unavailability of space, no food could be supplied to the Vulture restaurant in 2008-2009, following which the false incubation percentage shot up to 41%. This clearly shows that scarcity of food is the most important reason for decrease in the number of vultures. Sahyadri Nisarg Mitra is now trying to make food available to these birds and at the same time also striving to protect their habitat. Due to the organization's continuous efforts, the government has announced a compensation of Rs 400 for each coconut tree having a vulture nest on it. But this is not enough. It is extremely important to enlist the cooperation of people in the conservation of vultures. A similar effort for vulture conservation has been made in Gadgebaba district of Maharashtra. The carcasses of dead animals are brought and kept here, and the vultures are provided with safe food free from chemicals. Why are vultures known as the nature's cleanup crew? Try to find the answer. Do you see vultures in your village? Find out. Gather information about them, make a video, and share it with us.